in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Irish and the Sherin podcast. And this is episode 33. Am I right, Jamie? I'm looking for confirmation of number 33. We are because we did 32
last week.
Yeah, so that makes 33. Or as they say in Liverpool, 33. And we have an amazing guest.
We do.
Amazing guest. It's an absolute pleasure to have, and I wanted to get you on for a long time. Farmer Joe, aka Joe Borden.
Joe Borden, aka Farmer Joe. Yes.
Farmer Joe. Yes. And Joe, I've seen you lots of times, Sherin. I don't know if I say way back when we were going on the TikTok. I don't know how long you're on the Instagrams and the TikToks, but I've seen you doing videos way back. And I was like, who's this fucking headbanger? No, it's amazing to be honest.
Yeah, no,
who's
he's
this
amazing.
Fucking headbanger? You're outspoken. You have your certain ways of thinking. Yes. And in my eyes, I'd be like, well, fucking fair play to you because you have a certain way. So tell me about Farmer Joe. Where did Farmer Joe come out? And then we'll...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you where Farmer Joe started. I have a channel, Farmer Joe Kids TV.
Wow.
So
okay.
It's all animations.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that. Now
on
I do
YouTube.
Right, I did see Farmer Joe Kids TV, and I thought, is he?
I do animations, and I have a game coming out called Farmer Joe. Positive Rules, Active Zones. So it's to encourage kids to eat healthy and exercise.
Isn't that brilliant?
Right.
That's right.
Brilliant.
It's a box set of 8 games in a box. Only a board game.
Right.
But it's to take kids away from screen time. There's a calisthenics game in it where the kids have to spin a little thing. They go down and do press-ups, sit-ups and all that jazz. They have to eat bits of fruit when they're playing, or bits of vegetables when they're playing the game.
Right, yeah.
And they land on a little blue square to drink a little glass of water, a glass of milk. So it's all health.
Brilliant.
So that's where
we
I
want to get them into the fucking schools.
But exactly. But I tell you why I turned myself into Farmer Joe myself. Because one of my videos 2.5 years ago got 325,000 views in 2 weeks.
Wow, nice.
But the following week, the third week, it only got 12.
Why, what do you reckon?
So it was shadow banned. The whole channel was shadow banned.
Why is that?
Because when they see somebody trying to promote health to kids, they want to put a full stop on it.
Right.
Because the advertisement side of things, there's no money in healthy kids.
Yeah.
And there's sugar everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen you saying that loads of
times.
There's
sugar everywhere. But I've studied things myself and I've looked at certain things, what I'm doing. Even if I put up a certain subject on a video myself, it might only get 200 views. But if I put up something else, just a normal thing like steeping your feet, blah, blah, nothing about that and else, goes
straight up.
I've seen that video we did about this. That's what Sarah sent it to me. Sarah, we know this, but
and
I don't know you because I've never met you. But we know each other. We've texted each other before.
Isn't that funny and interesting now? Because a minute ago I was just saying to you about Jay telling me about the fee.
Yeah.
So you said Sarah said about the fee.
Sent me
so
his
it's a
video.
big thing that people are interested in this whole remedy stuff. The fee.
The toxics coming out through your body.
Yeah.
Two things that people should be doing. A very simple thing to do. A very cheap product that I do every night of the week. A facial sauna. It's head to toe.
Right.
Facial sauna, just a pot of water on your cooker, take it on a dinner plate, it takes all the stress out of you.
Right.
Fellas can shave without using any shaving. But that's what I do every night. So it's a facial sauna, and then with the same water, which is boiling water, I get a basin, and I get Epsom salts, baking soda, white vinegar, small bit of shower gel, steep my feet every night. I'm never tired.
Never. And do you believe that that's from steeping your feet, that you're never really?
100%.
Yeah, and can I ask, Joe, I'm going to do it myself, can I ask as well, is this a learning through your own, you brought this on and found this yourself, or did you get this through, somebody tried it and you're like, oh my God, it works?
I went out and looked at all this. I'm married to a tiger. My wife is from Thailand.
Right, very good.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then so she's into all that as well, is she?
Reflexology and all that type of stuff.
And
deadly. Your feet will carry you around for the rest of your life.
Yeah, well,
did you ever do grounding? Did you ever do grounding in the summer?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. So what's that? Is that getting the connection from the...
Take your shoes and socks off.
Yeah, well I do.
Walk around.
Yeah.
But go over to a tree and get the full, electric current going through the wall. Put your hands up in the bark of a tree.
Yeah, and like when they say hug a tree.
There's a young guy saying, Joe, that's so what I love it. That sounds like mad a gang of hippies here, but it's true, it really is, and it's great that more people are coming aware of this. I would have... That was, did you hear her GP signal lost, Jamie? That was Sherin. Sherin is still on the way to the studio.
But Joe, everybody's attention span today is zero.
Gone.
Because they're flicking on their phones, even young kids.
Yeah, no, I
Do you
totally
not notice
agree.
the traffic lights, people flying through red lights and all?
Yeah, I totally
People don't care.
Yeah.
There's no attention span at all.
And everyone's looking at that quick dopamine hit.
Yeah.
And that's
They
why
all-
we don't get it then. I find it sometimes down the same. Where they used to be able to, like, obviously doing the comedy and all, my mind would be going, I'd be like popping stuff funny being, and now I'm like, where's, I feel my mind feels empty.
Yeah,
So
it's
even you out on
scrolling.
stage doing comedy, right? Even even Jason, but the other Jason, but the comedian, I do listen to these people, right? They're coming off the stage hyper. If they only sit down and just had the water to steep their feet and relaxed and let their body come right back down.
Right.
After being, they'll go home a different person.
Yeah.
They're still hyper going.
Can't fucking
Because
sleep.
Joe, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Can't sleep.
Because we're built with energy.
Yeah.
We're built, and all the young people are reaching for Red Bull,
Cocaine.
well, cocaine and weed and all that type of stuff. But they're all reaching for Red Bull and Monster.
Yeah.
But what do you think is the best energy drink in the world? What do you think of this, Ren? The best energy drink in the world? What would you say?
God,
it
you
is?
put me on the spot. Well,
No, definitely not coffee.
no, I steer clear
This
from
is
coffee.
the best energy drink ever. There's nothing comes near it.
Water.
It's very cheap. It's a bit of electrolytes added to water, but natural electrolytes.
My friend has a can now.
The
Electrowaves.
Electrowaves.
Oh, that's so good.
Gibbs.
The best in the
It's a
world.
good one. Have a look
But
into that,
no,
Joe.
I wouldn't take none of that.
Oh, do
The
you not?
best, no.
Right.
The best in the world is
Sorry, Al. Sorry.
sea salt and water. Sea salt and water.
Yeah.
Really?
Sea salt and
Nothing
water.
comes near it.
But you can't drink sea salt and water.
Listen,
What?
you put the sea salt on your
Oh,
hand.
so sea salt, that's moyant sea salt. Sorry, I thought you were
Well,
saying.
it could be Celtic sea salt. It could be
Right.
Himalayan salt
did-
that you buy.
Right.
Funny enough, just before we came here, I was seeing a thing, and it was like they said that literally there's a guy I follow, and he watches all these studies in America, and he was like that Celtic salt in the morning, and it has more because we need 92 minerals, don't we? 92 minerals,
Yes,
is that
that's-
right?
that's exactly
so
right,
the
yeah.
Celtic salt in the morning with a drop of water, boom, and that's your
Wow.
replenish in the morning because you're
But
obviously depleted
but
from
if
the
you
night.
skip your breakfast in the morning, I
Yeah.
don't have a breakfast, right?
Right.
Don't have a breakfast. I grew up in the morning, 50 press-ups when I get out of bed, straight away, 50 squats,
Can I ask you how old are you?
61.
61.
Amazing.
You don't
Right.
look at it. Fair
You know,
play to you, yeah.
50 press-ups, the minute I put my feet on the floor, boom, 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 a few squats, then a bit of Celtic salt, on the tongue, bit of water. I don't touch food till 12 o'clock.
Do you not?
No.
And what time do you stop eating? And
I'd stop at 6.
Right.
So you have an 18-hour, you have a 6-hour, 12 to 6, and then you have 18 hours.
Of fasting, because they do say fasting even outside of losing weight. My dad used to fast quite a bit and flush the body, like, you know, it's meant to be so important to fast
Yeah.
and replenish the
Yeah.
body. So because apparently when you eat all the time, like, I don't know a whole lot about the body, this is just listening.
Yeah.
When you eat all the time, the body is always moving, trying to work to dissolve or whatever you digest.
Yeah.
But apparently when you fast for like even 24 hours, it
replenishes
the
yeah,
body.
replenish,
the
yeah.
body,
Best thing you'll ever do
because
for
it's
your
not
body.
working so hard to keep
I do a 72-hour fast every month.
That's what I was going to say.
Every
that
month.
I was going to say that. That's what I want to do now. I want to do a 72. I don't think I'll be able to. I think I'm going to have to do baby
Joe,
steps.
Joe,
24 hour.
Do a 24-hour or
Right.
do an 18-hour.
And how would you recommend to start that for somebody that's never done it
Yeah,
before?
yeah.
Well, how do we start that 24 hour?
Just
24
start,
hours.
but
Is there
what
any-
time's the best? Sorry,
Yeah.
man. Say, when is it?
Anytime,
So
Joe.
go now.
Anytime.
But
Say
so with
now.
me walking all, I could get up and have to go to work and all. Will
Joe,
it be in
Joe,
bits? No.
you'll
will-
have energy to burn. Now listen, I'm going to tell you what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is what I found out for myself. Because
Yeah.
I done my very first 72-hour fast without taking sea salt.
Right.
And it was hard now. It was very tough. So what you do is, you get your Celtic salt or you get your Himalayan salt in Aldi. €1.15.
Right.
Right.
Bring your bottle of water. Every time you feel a bit peckish, take a bit of sea salt, water. Do it 16 or 20 times. The doctor will always tell you salt is bad for you.
Yeah,
That's wrong advice.
yeah.
And they can
Why would they say
counteract with
that?
me all they like. They can come at me any angle. Joe, why would they say it? Because they'd say, oh, salt gives you blood pressure. That's a lie. Salt doesn't give you blood pressure. Sugar does. Sugar gives you blood pressure. Salt doesn't.
So
Why
you're
would they pump you with 900 milligrams? If you have a heart attack tonight, Joe, you're brought out in an ambulance. You're brought off to an emergency unit, St. James's Hospital, Martyr Hospital, any of the hospitals all over Ireland. They'll pump you straight away with saline. S-A-L-I-N-E.
That's
What is
right.
saline?
Yeah,
Salt
salt
and
water.
water.
Yeah,
What
that's
do the
right.
pharmaceutical companies do?
That's
They
true.
patent all this.
Yes,
Why are they not? Why is our government not on the 6 o'clock news and saying, hold on, folks, there's depression, there's anxiety all over the country. Get your diet right. Listen to Farmer Joe. You'll kick your anxiety and your depression down the road.
Yeah.
Why don't they say it?
Well, why don't the government do a whole lot of stuff right now? The government have me very pissed off, to be honest.
Listen,
but
number one, they're not educated.
Yeah.
You know.
And the second one is that as you said before, there's money and everything else that's not good for us.
You go into any chemist at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning and see the amount of people that's queuing for their monthly prescription.
yeah.
I've an aunt, 78 years of age, and she was on sleeping tablets for 14 years.
I was going to ask you about that because I do get night all.
Now, wait, let's tell you something. She was forgetful, suffering with heavy depression. Now, I mean heavy depression. And I had a row with the chemist, a row with the doctor. Long story, I won't even get into it. For me speaking out against this, I'm on a year's probation.
What?
I'm 6 months into a year's probation. I was in court. Long story. I'm not even going to go into it.
Okay.
Not even going to go into it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 6 months into a year's probation.
Wow.
And I don't mind talking about it for speaking out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going against certain things. You know, I'm writing a book. It'll be all in the book in time.
Brilliant.
You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is, they don't want anyone to step up to the plate and sort of say, now I had a row with my auntie's pharmacist. I took her off the sleeping tablets. The woman's a brand new person. Brand new.
Of course she is, yes.
78 years of age.
Good. Yeah.
She was losing it. They all thought she had early signs of dementia. They had a nurse with her, you know, a few times a week. Psychiatric nurse. She was worried about things. Worried about everything. Now, she said, I have to thank you. I said, listen, I was telling her this for months and months and months. I said, listen, get off them tablets. What does it say in the box of tablets? Only to be taken for 4 to 6 weeks. She was on them 14 years.
14 years.
Why is she on them for 14 years?
It's
Because
money.
there's money.
Yeah.
Money, yeah.
Always chase the money where the money is. Like, for instance, Coca-Cola, right? There's 8.3, I was only talking to Jamie earlier on, there's 8.3 billion people in the world. Today, 1.9 bottles of Coca-Cola, cans of Coca-Cola got sold today.
Jesus.
It's in every village. Caffeine and sugar.
It's true.
It's everywhere.
It's very true.
It's everywhere.
Isn't it? You don't actually sit down and think about the numbers that's going on.
Oh, Joe, I'm looking at this all the time.
Yeah, so that's what's going next one. So where is what's
Just going on from the sleeping
Yeah.
thing though. Sorry,
Oh,
because
yeah,
we're
we
on
don't
that
wanna
rather
be-
than
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to it. So what did you tell her to do to
Yeah.
sleep?
Cold turkey, get off them completely.
And just
Get
put-
off them completely. There's no in between.
Was there
No.
any remedies or anything that she could take?
Do you know what happened when we was coming off the sleeping tablets?
What?
Give you a laugh now. I don't mind talking about this, and she'll probably give out to me for talking about it. I went down to her one night, she had a tray with 6 cups. I said, what are you doing? She said, we're having a meeting in the bedroom. I said, that's good. The priest and all is up there.
what?
She thought there was genuinely people in the
Really?
house.
Oh, she was going
coming.
off
Delirious.
delirious.
Yes. This is coming off the sleeping tablets now.
Right.
Holy shit.
And do you know what? I have to say, I'm gonna confirm that with you because
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my hands up for a minute. At some stage there, after losing my mum and stuff, I would take natural, calms, night all, which I still take now and again. 'Cause sometimes I do find it difficult to sleep.
Yeah.
I'd be like fucking insomnia. Yeah, and for no reason. I could be in a great place in life, but I'm overthinking good things, overthinking shit things, overthinking worrying, and I can't sleep. But before I used to take them quite a bit when my mum died, calms, because the doctor did try and give me Valium, antidepressants. I came off all that. I said, no way. Then I found
you were
myself
doing right.
drinking bottles of wine. I was like, right, something has to stop. So I go get the calms. But I found after a while, because I must have been taking them calms for a long time and night all and stuff continuously.
Yep.
And I actually went a bit I'm not saying I went delirium, but I was having nightmares or jumping a lot, in my sleep when I was coming off them. And even though they're naturally bought over the counter,
But you're still messing around with your hormones.
yeah,
Like you get melatonin. When it gets dark, you're into melatonin, relaxation, right? When you get up in the morning, it's cortisol.
yeah.
So if you start messing around with these hormones, you might say, this is only natural. But it's still coming in there and doing an unnatural thing.
But it's
to
still in your body at a certain time when it shouldn't be, because your body clock is telling you to start this and stop that. And I said, we have all these chemicals inside us, dopamine, serotonin and cortisol. It's all that's in us, isn't it?
That's the build-up of energy that we have.
It's like that whole thing about, I'm only listening to Sarah's more, you know Sarah well, and say she's all the fitness, and she'd be like, forget anything else, a glass of water before you even have a cup of coffee or whatever, and a full daylight. Straight away, curtains open, get the daylight in, through your retina, and you'll wake up quicker. Rather than going, all this, we need this, we need that. There's more energy in bananas and stuff than there is in a cup of coffee.
But you see, I'll tell you something about coffee now. When I was speaking about coffee now, I had a major bowel problem. Now, and I don't mind speaking about it to help people because it's get it out there. Now, I'm talking about a major bowel problem. I pass blood every morning for 2 years. Now, worried about my mother had bowel cancer. My father died at 49 with cancer. My mother died at 57.
Oh shit!
Both with cancer. So you say to yourself,
is it hereditary?
You're gonna get it, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was suffering bad, right? Now I mean bad. Worried about this. Went to the doctor a few times. What's the story here? Oh, well, Joe, listen, you have to do this. It'll give you this and give you that. So right, I gave up caffeine. The minute I gave up the coffee, and I gave up the sugar the same day, both of them things I gave up. You'll see me on TikTok back in 2024. Within a matter of, I'd say 4 to 6 weeks, my whole bowel, I could feel changes in my system.
Really?
What's going on here? I passed something one morning. I'm not saying it was a tumour, but it wasn't normal.
Right.
You know, it wasn't normal what came out. It wasn't normal.
Wow. Yeah.
And then after that, like having a new...
And were you going back in to see the doctor and stuff and getting exams and were you just getting...
Well, you don't always get colonoscomies and all every 5 years, Joe, because your mother and father, you did recommend you to come in and get a colonoscopy every 5 years.
Right.
You know, now... Don't hear them.
And you did talk also, you said to me briefly a minute ago about reversing a liver problem.
A fatty liver.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I had a very bad fatty liver back in June 24. That's when I started all this.
I was just going to ask that as well. So
I was 17.5 stone.
Right.
Yeah. Right, okay, you were fucking...
Way overweight. You know, eating all the wrong stuff, eating the Chinese, eating the pizzas, eating all that type of stuff. So the doctor said to me, Joe, I'm going to give you 2 tablets, one in the morning, one at night. I said, nah, I'm not taking any tablets. I'm going to look at this myself. Right. And that same doctor, I won't mention any names, he's following my little line of things today.
Right. Very good.
Yeah, that's good though, isn't it? Isn't it the doctors are going, hang on, what this do up here?
Because he's seen me reversing the fatty liver. I reversed the fatty liver in 2.5 months.
Wow.
I lost 2.5 stone. In about 4.5 months, I lost 5 stone, 32 kilos.
Fucking hell.
And there was no hassle. The main thing that took the weight off me was the intermittent fasting. No breakfast.
Right.
No breakfast. See, the thing is, when you're asleep at night time, the only time, if you go to the gym today and you work out really hard, your body doesn't actually do all the repairs till you're asleep at night.
Right.
So when you're fast asleep, like that's a fast. It's the only time your body gets a chance to do the repairs because you've nothing happening. You know, you've nothing going on.
Yeah.
So when you wake up in the morning, you're going to stop all your... So I extend the fast. So I don't have a breakfast. You know, the 2 Kellogg brothers in 1886, John and William Kellogg, one of them is a chemist, the other is a nutritionist. They came up with Kellogg's cornflakes, was the very first cereal for Kellogg's. And they came up with a slogan, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Right.
And that's going on.
Marketing, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Isn't it?
The early 1900s. So everybody
say that all the time.
Everybody believes.
Breakfast.
But everybody believes this.
Yeah, that's true.
Even when you're going on your holidays, you're booking into a hotel. What's the breakfast like?
Breakfast. Yeah, you want to know if you're all inclusive. Yeah, definitely.
You're not even booking the fucking bed. You're booking the bed and the breakfast.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Everybody wants to know what's the breakfast like. Yeah. But you know what my breakfast is in the morning? 200 press-ups.
Wow.
That's
0.
Fuck, I love it.
Mental. It's amazing.
Can you tell me then, so just, and I know we were talking about that, what's the symptoms of your fatty liver and stuff? Like, so your symptoms of, like, so where did you were obviously ill, you were unwell, you're putting weight on, you went to the doctor, did you go, like, what was the...
Well, most people, Joe, with a bit of belly will have a touch of fatty liver.
Is it? Right, okay.
Yeah, because, you know, when you take food into your body, you know, insulin resistance, it's all about. And the liver is the main filter.
Right.
Like the kidneys is a small filter, your liver is the main filter.
Right.
But the liver is the only organ that will regrow itself.
Repair, yeah, that's right.
Repair itself.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. So if you give your liver a chance, like most people think, you know, cirrhosis of the liver or cirrhosis of alcohol, right. The sugar in the alcohol is doing all the damage. Now, the alcohol is doing the damage, but the sugar is hammered in it.
Because there's a lot of sugar in alcohol.
Without a doubt. But if you drink Coca-Cola, if you have a fella drinking 8 pints of beer and a fella drinking 8 pints of Coca-Cola, they'll both end up with cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah.
There's no alcohol though.
Wow. Yeah.
Both of them have sugar.
Yeah.
I'd have a row. I'd have had, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'd have rows with the computer all the time. Asking questions and they say, well, sugar's destroying this generation. They're programmed what's going on and oh no, it's not. It's not sugar. And then you'd hit them with another question and another, and then they'd come around to your way of thinking. Oh, Joe, you're right. Farmer Joe. I always put Farmer Joe on it, so it'll come back and hopefully get out there.
I get you. That's
when
brilliant.
I'm talking to ChatGPT, I said, "This is Farmer Joe. How are you, Farmer Joe?"
Brilliant. I love it.
I don't just go in as
Yeah.
come in
That's
and
brilliant.
hopefully that'll stick with it and all the data.
Yeah.
So, well, Farmer Joe said it's this, and Farmer Joe said it's
Yeah,
that.
we'll come back in a few years, 100 years down for saying, Farmer Joe was saying back.
No, but listen, Joe, this journey was for myself to help myself. But I told you earlier, Sunil, I've helped 4 people reverse type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, and how does that work? Is that the sugar?
That's all insulin resistance. They were taking, metformin, or, they might be injecting themselves with Ozempic or something like that. But, even the drugs that they were using for type 2 diabetes, the pharmaceuticals went out and rebranded them. They're doing it for weight loss now.
That's right, yeah.
So you say to yourself,
it's nuts, isn't it?
What's it all about? It's all about money.
Yeah. So when I look, I really, and I've said it so many times, I have a thing where I got years ago on holidays. I was in bits. My stomach was in bits. I was in agony and killing me. And I ended up to go to the doctor. When I come home, the doctor, and it was and I found it was when I was hungry. I got really physically sick. I wanted to puke. When I'm hungry, I want to puke. I want to, and my stomach is in agony. And it turned out I have had pancreatic ulcers. Right, so when you're hungry, it goes blah, 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 that's the acid is bumping up to go, where's fucking food or whatever.
Well, I'm going to tell you how to cure this.
That was hitting me, the ulcers, and it was pancreatic, so there's little spots of ulcers is what it's got, and that's what the pain was. And the doctor was like, "Well, have it," and I said, like, I've eaten bits, but if I had like a fucking a banana or an apple or a yogurt, and he says, "Well, you have to do that." He said it was from spicy food and cider.
Always say that,
cider.
So was the sugar.
Like
Joe, sugar.
Yeah, I know.
See the sugar.
Putting the stomach
the
out me.
Sugar will kill you. The sugar will do what? Sugar feeds cancer.
Sugar feeds diabetes. I'm a sugar fiend, Joe.
Yeah.
I am 100%. I have to eat mountains of sugar.
If you give up the sugar, well, look.
You feel like
the body, the whole body, no matter what, the body only needs 4 grams of sugar.
Oh, yeah, I have that in the mornings with my cereal.
4 grams of sugar is only 1 teaspoon. That's all the body needs.
I'm having about 40 grams a day.
Every day.
Joe.
I go through some of the sugar.
You're going to have problems, Joe.
Well,
you're a young man, Joe. You're going to have...
No, I will believe it.
Joe, you're going to have problems. Look, you're not superhuman.
No,
it's going to happen. Look, it happened to me. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's actually a guy I know, he's actually Dorian's brother.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm not going to do this quote wrong, because I know that he also had cancer.
Yeah.
But he still, I think he beat it. I don't be 100%.
Yeah.
But I think he beat it. But he's adamant that he just cut sugar out of his life completely because it feeds the cancer. Yeah. And now even though he's cancer free, as far as I know, he'll make his own cakes and stuff without sugar. Like a bread with raisins.
But that's no good, though. I'm going to tell you why it's no good. See the wheat flour. The wheat flour is not good for the human body. It's starchy carbohydrate. Not all sugar tastes sweet going into the body. This is where people... Like, if I was to speak like all these influencers out there, these, personal trainers, they speak, you can eat what you like and go to the gym. That's all bullshit.
A lot of gym influencers would say it's all about protein. It's about whacking the protein.
They speak about protein. That's good. Protein powders that are putting into them. Do you know what protein powder is? It was the whey milk. The Americans developed this in the 1970s. They seen all the waste. When you make cheese, there's a milk that comes off it called whey milk.
Right.
So they dried it up. Now there is protein in it. Don't get me wrong, but it's made in a lab. They're going to add all these sweetness ingredients and all things. It's no use. If you want, what's the best protein you'll ever get is from an egg. Yeah. And kids are having cereals in the morning. You'd be better off if kids are only grown, give them 2 eggs for their breakfast. Oh, my little child won't eat eggs. Yeah. They won't eat eggs because they're not given eggs.
There's so many ways to have eggs as well.
Yeah,
though.
there's so many lovely. I love eggs. I love eggs.
I stopped eating them for ages, and I'm only going back eating them now. I'm trying to have 4 eggs every day.
Joe,
because eggs as well. And like again, I'm going to touch back and say this, but I'm going to kill me saying her name about 1,000 times. But she's obviously well more nutrition wise than I am, and fitness and all that ways. And she'd be going, and because I'm riddled with ADHD, and I know you are as well. it's
I'm doing really well.
No,
today.
you're fucking. No, you are doing actually all right. Fair play to you. But they say eggs is a fucking superpower for people with ADHD because and it's the yolk. The yolk has so many vitamins in it, more vitamins in than you guess. So if you can have up to 4 eggs a day. But remember years ago, Joe, you were right where you're saying they tell you, oh, don't do this because that's bad for you because they don't want you taking it because you can have too many eggs. Don't eat eggs, salmonella.
The doctor will tell you you get cholesterol.
Yeah, all warnings about eggs because they want you to keep away from me.
Yeah, but you know, I said to my doctor, I said, listen, you know, he said, Joe, you can have sugar. I asked me doctor out straight, what's type 3 diabetes? He said, what do you mean, what's type 3? It's dementia.
Oh, really?
Because the brain, you know what I mean, is secreting its own insulin that's looking, you know, that's dementia.
And the way you live now, Joe, knowing what you know, studying what you know, because, you know, they do say knowledge is power, you know. There's no way you would, like, so I'm going to ask, would you eat a curry today? Would you eat a chipper?
No.
Is that like a no?
100%
never?
No. I'd make my own curry.
Would you?
I'd use curry powder. Now, there's and you know, the curry powder out of Aldi, there's a little bit of flour, small bit of corn flour in it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd use coconut oil. I wouldn't cook with seed oils. I wouldn't cook with vegetable oil now.
Why?
Why?
Because it's inflammation, Joe. Causes inflammation in the body.
So you're reading this, you're studying all this from since back 2024.
No, I'm not only studying it.
You're doing it.
I'm doing all the tests on myself.
No, I get you. I know. I've seen your videos and you're like, I've done this and I've tried this way and this is how I feel. Yeah. And I love the energy.
No, not everybody's right, Joe.
No, I know that.
I'm not saying I'm 100% right.
No, I think your videos are very good though. Yeah, they make sense.
Yeah.
You know, people say make it make sense. You make it make sense. You know, so it's interesting.
Plus, I think you're making people, you know, really, bro, was like, hang on a second, what's this fella on about? Hang on, maybe, because we all want to know a little bit of knowledge and find out maybe if that's right or that's, you know what I mean? And seeing how much energy and you're saying, and the fact that the way you do say it, I'm telling you, I'm fucking telling you. Jay does, you, Jay does, get out and fucking run. But you're like, I know you're not always afraid, but you're like, I'm telling you, I got, and it's like people's.
Yeah, it's like they listen and do it.
Do you have many arguments online with people going?
I used to when I was live.
When you were
Because I have a lot when I was live on TikTok.
I've seen the lives.
There's always people coming in and questioning.
They're trying to wind
saying
up
this
too.
fella's no good and blah blah.
Yeah.
They got that bad with me, Joe. They said he messes around with this, that, and the other.
Right.
Like, and I'm not even going to say what they said, but they're just nastiness because.
Yeah, but they're trying to wind you up too, and just trying to poke you, fuck you, and go. The lives I think are the worst.
No one would be able to poke at me, Joe.
Yeah.
Because I'm relaxed. I love nature. There's 3 things I love: healthy food.
Yeah.
Nature, a bit of self-care, a bit of exercise. That's 4 things. A bit of exercise.
Yeah.
Calisthenics is the best exercise you'd ever
Tell
do.
me about calisthenics because it's something I always hear. Do you ever see on the AI?
I paid for one of the apps.
Right.
Calisthenics for me.
Well, you know what?
Doing all that.
But you know what calisthenics is?
What?
It's using your own body, own body weight for resistance training.
Right.
Yeah, so
you've got the best 2 exercises you'll ever do is a press up, right, and a squat.
Right.
If you do squats and press ups, and even start off at 10 in the morning, 10 press ups, and 10, squats, do it every day. Do them before you go to bed when you get up in the morning. After a month, you'll feel like a different person.
Yeah.
It's very simple. But most people won't make the time.
You're right.
What are people thinking about them in the group? I'm going to have a cup of coffee.
Or get on their Facebook. Or get on Instagram. It's the worst thing. Yeah.
Straight on the phone.
And it's something I'm really trying my hardest to do is reduce my time on social media. Now, I'm not going to say I'm perfect at it yet. It's definitely a process. Do you know the way they have AA, CA and all? Sometimes I think one day they're going to have SA.
It's definitely there.
Social media.
It's definitely. But you not notice people falling out on social media. No, I'm noticing lately.
Yeah.
A lot of people get depressed because you're looking for these likes and you're looking for all this and you're looking for these followers.
And it's no fault of anyone's. It's because it's a brain train. It's the way we started it. And then we're like, I'm enjoying getting. And it's something I always say to is, even when I say follow me and stuff, messing. But there is a part where you're like, I want followers, I want likes, I want this. And anyone that sits there and says, I just put up social media for the crack and I don't care, is a liar. You want likes, you want attention, you want validation, and I will admit that for myself.
So do I.
You know, so do you. Yeah.
But that's the way they have it programmed. But you have to know when to put your phone down and do something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to make yourself
totally
a little bit busy. But if you got up in the morning and done your squats and done your press-ups, had your little bit of sea salt and water, you know, didn't have your breakfast, and had yourself not like a robot going,
but
you feel 100 times
it's
better.
true. It's 100%.
And do a little bit of self-care at night. Like I say to people, you know, you'll take 80% to 90% out of your body if you soak your feet. Oh, we're going to try that. They'll do it one night and that's it.
Yeah.
The attention span is not there.
Yeah. And can I ask, so if that gives you energy, right? If doing that makes you not
why it does
sleep,
now in a minute.
what should we be doing at night? Is that a thing that's just not going to make me sleep
If you're talking about getting them caramels into you earlier on and everything else, these sleeping things, right? If you steeped your feet, now don't be scrolling on your phone
while you're doing it. It's literally phone away.
Because you're not creating the energy of it.
Yeah.
So get a nice towel, right? Put it over your head, put your feet in the water, and just steep your feet.
And how long?
15 minutes.
I'm going to try it.
But if you've done it beforehand, if you've done the facial sauna beforehand, and you know, you'll feel great. You'll feel. And then steep your feet afterwards. Don't be scrolling on your phone. Relax, give yourself that little bit don't be even listening to music. Just give yourself that
time, that self-love.
People don't have it.
No, you're right.
And see the energy. See that, you know, it's meditation.
It's a form of meditation. I seen a fella doing it one where he was saying to try for his thing where he was, and it's good to see people trying different things because we're all aware if this is new to us all. We're all coming through this. The phones, having our phones, we have fucking TikToks, we have accounts, we've got people that contact you on WhatsApp and Instagram and Messenger, and it's coming from all angles. And they have laptops and phones and the whole lot. This guy was saying, and because our brain then is not getting that dopamine every fucking few minutes, he was saying to just go up, and he just said literally no music, no telling, and he just with his thoughts, like, and he's not meditating, but he stares at the wall for
I don't watch the television.
10 minutes.
I don't watch television.
You know what's absolutely amazing?
I don't watch TV at all. I do Netflix, I do have it.
I don't have anything like that. See, Sky's, but I'm an Arsenal fan, and they're in the Champions League final. I'll probably watch that final, but I don't watch TV.
So
I don't turn on my television from one end of the week to the other.
Books.
Not even books. Walking out with me, I have 2 dogs. I'm always down doing press-ups. I'm always... No, I create games. I'm creating games.
Yeah,
I'm about to be in town. I'm creating a GAA game at the moment.
That's amazing.
It's only a card game to get people away from phones.
Right.
Well
it's only a card game.
Yeah.
It's called match fee dice. So you match 2 cards. Yeah. You throw a custom dice and they play against your kids. Now it gets kids interacting, talking, away from screen time.
Brilliant idea.
You need to get away from screen. Listen,
even my 15-year-old, he went to my sister, and she doesn't have children, and he went there for a week, 2 weeks, and she was saying to me, Sherin, he sits on that phone morning, noon on TikTok.
But that's what he's brought up into. But if you brought him out for a walk,
the three of us, we need me.
What age is he? 15.
15.
You need to get him away.
I know.
Honestly,
honestly,
you need to get him. Is he involved in sport or anything?
No. Now I do a bit of hiking now and again, and he was only saying to me yesterday that he's going to come on a little hike with me. So I'm going to do Clinch Hill with him because last year, my first walk, I swear, I couldn't believe this, Joe, right? I'll tell you something about me now when it comes to energy and fitness and stuff, and how much my life has changed getting into hiking and stuff like that. I'm very blessed that I found that route. But last year, I probably would have been around October 2024. I went up Clinch Hill with someone I know, and I couldn't breathe going up that hill, right? Now we're talking Clinch Hill.
Do you smoke something?
I did then. I smoked.
Do you vape now?
I vape now.
Do you want to get off the vapes?
I do.
I'm going to tell you how you get off them 2 minutes.
And I'm going to listen to you, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to it was actually only said to me today, it's a nick. Get off them.
No, but you will get off them. It's very easy.
Right.
Very easy. I'm going to tell you an easy way in a minute.
But I went up Clinch Hill and I was mortified. So I said, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And I said to me brother, he said, Sherin, you're going to have to do something about that. He said, if you want to be in that circle, you know. Yeah. So I was like, quite grand, done it again, went up Clinch, and the person I was with was laughing, just being like, that's really fucking bad. Yeah. So anyway, I stopped the smoking and all. Now, only last weekend or the weekend before, I done the highest hike in Ulster, the biggest peak in Ulster.
Yeah, very good.
And we were only saying the fucking difference. Like last year, 2 years ago, trying to get up Clinch Hill, 20-minute walk, now doing hikes, the highest peak in Ulster.
Would you have a healthy diet?
I wouldn't be as bad as I used to be, but I wouldn't say I'm great neither. You know, I definitely wouldn't say I'm brilliant, healthy, clean eating. I do love a bit of fruit. I love me veg. Yeah. It's the time, Joe. It's getting time
Everybody's
to
the
prep.
Same. Everybody's the same.
Yeah, we're all pushed.
Everybody, but you know, if you calculate how long you're on your phone, Instagram, and how long you should be prepping your food, you really have the time. You're wasting it in the wrong place.
Absolutely. Tell me how I'm going to get off vapes, because people might be listening.
No, but the simplest way to get off vapes, I get off sugar the same way.
Why?
And it's exactly what I was talking about earlier on. Sea salt and water. If you're craving for something, so you've a battle. One of the biggest battles you'll ever have in your life, very short distance, is between your brain and your heart.
Why?
It's only about 1.5 foot.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest, even addicts that are lying out in the street, that's the biggest battle they all have.
Head and the heart, yeah.
Right. To say, I want to do this. Some of them want to do it up here, but the heart is not in it. So you must replace that craving with something else.
Right.
So sea salt on the tongue every time you want to vape.
And you know what's really weird? Like when you look back when you smoke, Joe, you would know this as well. You went from smokes to vapes. You smoke 20 fags a day, we'll say, right? Well, but now when I think about it, it's like, But anyway, 20 fags a day, and you spread them out. You spread them out throughout the day. Yeah. When you vape 24/7.
The vapes are the worst.
The vape is like
I do smoke. What?
Do you snort? No, okay. You're okay.
I sort of smoke. I smoke a little bit.
Yeah, I understand.
In the evening to unwind.
I understand.
On my own. I unwind with a little smoke. That's all.
But I find with vaping, like at least when you did smoke, not that I prefer vaping now for smell reasons even, but when you're vaping, it's like it's a constant. It's every.
That's the bastard about it, because you have it and because it's socially acceptable to smoke.
Because you don't have to light a cigarette. You don't have to light a cigarette.
And it doesn't smell.
Plus, if she was smoking here, but so does now, what she was vaping everybody before we, wasn't she? Wasn't she?
But
here, and we didn't mind. But if she lit a smoke up,
you would mind.
We would say don't.
All these vapes are made in labs.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, they're all to get into your brain, you know, and the smell of it. Yeah. There's all lovely flavours.
That's nuts, isn't it? They put the flavours in it.
And it's not good for kids.
I found, right? Whatever about smoking, I get a smoker's cough once a year ever. Yeah. But I stopped smoking the cigarettes, and because I wouldn't be a big smoker, but I was smoking vapes. I felt fluid. I was like, I was clearing my throat constantly.
Bro, I'm an ex-smoker, so I understand people vaping. Look, number one is we're built with energy. So if you want to stop something, the minute you tell yourself, I'm going to stop this, you're 50% there.
Yeah.
Straight away now.
Yeah.
This is the way the brain works. The minute you say to yourself, I'm going to stop smoking, you're 50% there. So you have another 50% to go. So the minute you start pushing 51, 52, 53,
that's a great way to look at it.
That's what the salt does.
Why?
So every time you want to vape, now this is going out to everybody.
I'm going to try this. We're all going to try it. Yeah.
Go into Aldi sold out.
Overdose on salt data though. You know what I mean?
Listen, you'll never overdose.
Can you not?
Never.
But so when these go back to them and say with the doctors, because they do say that too much salt is bad for you. They say you can't, because there's salt in all the foods they eat.
But why when you're at your lowest point, when you're brought in an ambulance, that they connect you to saline drip at your lowest point?
That's
when you're about to die.
I never ever heard that.
You're about to go.
I know what you're saying.
And they bang you with salt.
I got a saline salt for my head when I got the transplant of a tooth.
I see you going over there. I see you over there.
They made me put it on the fucking hair when I come back.
Salt?
Saline salt. Yeah, we sprayed it.
Joe,
bop, a big fucking yolk.
Why do you think?
Why do you think? My scalp, why do you think? That's what I'm saying. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was Savlon.
No, Joe, listen.
Saline salt.
Saline salt. Listen, it's water.
That's the same stuff they clean the eye out with when I get plaster.
Yeah, that's right.
Listen,
it's in everything.
People don't realise the body can't live without sodium. But when you're trying to give up a craving, you're pleasing your mind, you're pleasing your heart with just a little bit of salt.
Can you drink that saline salt?
I do it all the time. Well, I wouldn't recommend people to go out and get the drips. Start robbing ambulances now. I wouldn't recommend that. The old salt. Farmajo told us the ambulance chasers.
Holding up ambulance men and all. Give me the salt. Give me the saline.
Right, let's not rob.
But what I'm trying to say. Go into Aldi, buy the Himalayan, the pink Himalayan salt, put it on your hand, on your tongue. You can put it in the water, people won't drink it.
Yeah.
You know, I put lemon in it and salt in the water.
I'd drink that probably.
I do
I'd
it in the
probably drink
mornings.
that.
We've had salt water
Yeah,
for
Joe,
the last while.
You wake up in the morning and have coffee.
I have. I've stopped. I do have a coffee. I've went and bought a fucking coffee machine for 200 quid and I'm fucking having me. Now I'm having cappuccinos, I'm having double espressos, I'm having single espressos, I'm having American Americanos, and I'm having cappuccinos.
Can I ask you, do you have a coffee first thing in the morning?
Yes.
You're going to have a crash around 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Well, I have a line of Coke at about half 10.
I'm going to say to you, try this for 1 week. We're coming to the end of May now. Try it for the start of June. Just for the start of June, go out and buy the sea salt. You're a plaster, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's heavy tack what you're doing, right? You go out and have no breakfast, right? Take your sea salt and water for 1 week.
Yeah.
Right? Skip your coffee. Now, I'm not asking you to throw the coffee machine out just yet. But you have that for 1 week. You go into your second week, third week. You'll be bragging about it to your mates.
So when do you
You'll
say?
be going around and you're doing handstands.
Yeah, I don't want to work harder than the rest of them.
No, but you won't be working harder, Joe.
I don't want to be paranoid,
But Joe, you'll have the energy.
I know, but I don't want. Sorry, I'm just spit my chewing out there. I got so excited about plastering. Chewing flew out of me out. Give us a little bit. Sorry.
Just
when your teeth didn't go with
it. Simple little things.
But Joe was, and I get what you're saying. I do want to have energy, but I don't want to work harder than the rest of them.
But you don't have to.
Because they're all. Well, I do, and because they're all lazy bastards. Anyway, so I work with firstly. But I don't want to work harder.
But you don't have to work that harder.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know, but. What it'll do
I do like the thoughts of that skipping the breakfast. I really do like the thoughts of the skipping the breakfast, because your body, regardless of like what we're all talking about here, is at the end of the day, is our body's repairing and being better and healthier.
Well,
because my father had Alzheimer's and dementia, and it's a horrible fucking thing to say. I'd rather he had got a smack of a bus or got bad. And cancer's horrible.
Hard to watch.
Bad cancer and be dead in within weeks. Seeing someone fucking wither
very
away,
different.
and that's
away.
slowly you lose them twice.
Slowly,
So I didn't want to be getting that, and I know that's a lot to do with the sugar. So I do want to cut out the sugar and the smoking as well, as obviously bad for you. But that definitely, without a doubt, if we could do that,
I'm going to try that. I'm actually going to do that.
Fast.
I'm telling you,
I want to do a 72-hour fast. I fucking want to do
it. You won't be able to jump into a 72. Your body will go into a bit of a shock.
Right, okay. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to get set up. So 24 hours.
Joe, you'll fail on a 72-hour fast if you go to do it straight away.
See, the other thing, Joe, so we said was what we do. So I'm up in the morning, I'm fucking up, I'm up at like whatever, 6:15. I'm down and I'm having my breakfast now by 6:30 in the morning.
Right.
6:30, 20 to 7. And then I'm like nearly almost getting ready to, I'm out the door at 5 to 10 to 7 in the morning. That's
Would you have toast in the morning?
No,
I wouldn't really eat in the morning.
A big fucking breakfast. Yeah. We have like, I haven't gotten even enough room in the bowl for my cornflakes that I crush the cornflakes up and have 2 bowls.
Right.
Because I feel like...
Do you know how many teaspoons of sugar is in a bowl of cornflakes?
Well, this is without me. I put on them, but I don't even get a teaspoon. I just pour it back like that.
Forget about the sugar that you put.
Yeah,
how many
clue.
teaspoons of sugar would you think would be in a bowl of cornflakes?
I won't have any clue.
3.
Okay, many would you say so?
I don't know. I'm thinking 1.
Well, I'm going to say 36 grams.
Jesus.
So there's 4 grams in each
spoon.
teaspoon. So you've got 9 teaspoons of sugar in 1 bowl of cornflakes.
What?
Yeah.
46 grams of
sugar.
That's like, I'm just trying to think of what grams of cocaine look like, put in sugar, put in me cornflakes.
In your cornflakes.
Sorry.
So that's that.
Cocoa
but
pops.
most kids,
cocaine pops.
Most kids would go.
Sorry, I know that's because, and if you didn't put sugar on me cornflakes, they wouldn't taste sugary. How was that much sugar?
Because it's the carbohydrate that's in the. It's in the.
So what's in it? The cocoa pops? There must be fucking 80 then, is it?
That goes through the roof again.
And what about sugar puffs?
Oh, go through the roof again.
But this is my sugar puffs.
Why do you think?
I'm sorry, I got him on now. Sorry, I'm only messing. I'm joking.
Can I just say something? Right, I'm going to give you a statistic now that's going to scare a lot of people out there at the moment.
Yeah.
Going back 15 years ago, it was probably 1 in 35,000 kids that would have autism.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is now? What would you say it is now?
I'd say it's fucking. I'd say to be honest with you, and it's scary and it's horrible. And everyone's talking about it now. I think, to be honest with you, like the amount of friends that we have
ADHD,
and relatives without the ADHD, autistic. I don't know.
Well, my son has autism and ADHD.
It's 3 or 4 of every 10. I'd say
easily.
It's 1 in 35.
1 in 35 now. So what was it years ago? Sorry,
1 in 35,000.
Wow,
There's a big bleeding difference.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to tell you something.
It feels like everyone's fucking autistic.
People will blame, vaccinations.
Yeah.
But they are some of the blame now. There's nothing sure about it. But you know what the real blame is? And I mean, anyone that's out there pregnant at the moment, it's a consumption of food that people are taking in at the moment.
And it's probably
ultra-processed food,
processed
sugars,
so they
seed
say.
oils,
a lot of people say that.
When you're pregnant, you're going to have cravings. Some of the crazy cravings that some of the women have is mad. But if they only cut back, because everything that the mother's taking in, the baby's going to have.
Yeah.
There's nothing sure about it.
Yeah.
The baby's going to have.
We would have blamed Joe. I don't know what your mother would have been like, but we fucking guarantee my ma would have having a couple of drinks while she was pregnant with me.
Joe, going back then, food was a lot different, Joe.
Yeah, the food was.
It wasn't as processed.
Yeah. Because look at my gangs of mates and all that. It was fucking ages and brothers and sisters and cousins and all. I can't think of one maybe that would be on this, and he wouldn't even he's autistic. He actually had a little bit more mental health.
Like you.
Should I?
Well, the way. Listen, if we were all, if they're diagnosing everything now.
I know they are, but it's pretty obvious though that these kids are autistic. It's pretty obvious that they're on the spectrum. Do you know what I mean? Which is sad.
Well, I was gestational diabetes when I was pregnant on 2 of my kids. On the both of them. Now, Sonny was never diagnosed with autism and ADHD, but Ollie was diagnosed with dyspraxia, autism, ADHD, ADD, diagnosed with so many different so many different categories on the one spectrum, or on all them different spectrums. But I was gestational diabetes, so I did have to watch what I was eating. However, when you're gestational diabetes, they get you to not eat in the morning, but then you drink a bottle of Lucozade to get the kid going. So there is obviously not. Yeah.
Barley and that. No, it's not the barley and the glucose.
My father used to work in beach. I'll give you a funny story about Lucozade. I have an elder brother who's a year older than me, right? My father worked in Beecham's on the Nace Road.
Right.
So he brought home 24 bottles of Lucozade.
And
my brother hid in the wardrobe, like 18 bottles, he turned yellow.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Stop.
Yeah.
He said
like 18 bottles.
18 bottles of Lucozade.
Remember the ones with the
yeah, that's right, yeah.
Can
I ask you, speaking of your father, can I ask you, did he go white again?
He did, but he went yellow.
Right.
Did he?
Can I ask you something on the subject of your family?
Yeah.
Would you have many brothers and sisters?
2 brothers and a sister.
And how have they followed your stepping, or are they?
My eldest brother has multiple sclerosis.
Right.
God, so he's okay. He's battling through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you see, they would look what I'm doing, of course.
Yeah.
And they see what I'm at.
Yeah.
You know.
Did they
my brother's only 13 months older than me.
Did he think you're mad? Would he?
They would. Well, I was always the black sheep, Joe.
I
was running around at 8 years of age.
You'd never guessed that.
In uses. Delivered milk.
Never guessed that. You're off the fucking wall.
Delivered milk, you know what I mean?
Right,
when the other brothers are home, in bed. I was up at 5 in the morning, playing at the football sock and a bit of wire and fellas pulling me leg through out of bed, out the window type of thing. That type of thing,
Yeah.
But no, nowadays, what I found out for myself, I want people to know. I really want people to know.
It's so good that you advocate that.
Like, and it's great, and we had like Coach Ken and that on here, and he was advocating running. Ken's a great guy.
He's brilliant.
But isn't it great that we're all like this? And this is the good thing about the social media and platforms. As bad as our intake of all this, where fucking dopamine and hits and all that, but we're all able to community.
There is a great side of social media.
I don't agree with all these coaches. The whole lot of them. The whole lot of them are in the same bracket.
Right.
They're all calorie counters. I don't count calories.
When it comes to fitness and stuff.
Is it not you're supposed to cut calories, obviously, if you have to cut weight?
Listen, they will argue with me. They will argue with me because you go into a shop and you get these fit meals and these power meals, 420 calories and all that.
We eat them.
That's all bull.
We eat them.
Shit.
Well, I do eat them for a couple of reasons.
Why is it bullshit? Let's hear.
I'll tell you why I think it's all about your macros in your food. If you eat good food, naturally produced by a farmer or naturally produced by nature, you won't really have to look at all that type of stuff. I mean that. No, I eat 2 very big meals. I've kept the same weight for the last 2 years.
What would be your daily meal? What would you do?
When I get up in the morning, I wouldn't have that in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd have a 3-egg omelette with about my 3-egg omelette is like a chicken stir fry wrapped in 3 eggs.
Right.
I'd have chicken wings on the side, and then after that I'd have Greek yogurt. I might put an apple into it or blueberries into it, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, all that type of stuff. So I'd have big meals now. Evening time, I might eat like a chicken salad. For a big chicken, like a big chicken,
Caesar
but no
salad,
bread.
Caesar
No
salad.
bread.
I'd have 7 different types of salad, like cherry tomatoes, red onion, cheddar cheese. And people say, oh no, cheese is fattening. You see, good fat is very good for you. I'd eat real butter. I wouldn't eat, all them guys that are on these type of stuff, they go for low fat stuff. I eat the real fat.
Right.
Good fat is good.
Good fat.
Like meats, I'd eat steaks, I'd eat beef.
I eat the fat that's on it. Rasher.
I eat a bit of bacon every
fucking
now.
love the rasher.
I don't. That's one thing I'm going to say to Joe about the pig.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that I remember a couple of years ago. I came off pork. So my dad was Muslim. He's passed now, right?
Yeah.
So it was always within our family about eating pork, that the pig is dirty and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then we come off for about I swear we were on drugs or something, but we went through detail 3 years, right? Me and my sister.
Yeah.
Because I remember my sister a lot.
And did it do you any good when you came off?
It did. I have to be honest. I do feel that we lost weight and me energy might have been a bit higher over them few years, but then one day we went out, 2 of us together, so we come off together, we went back on it together.
Yeah. But can I tell you why I wouldn't eat a lot of pork? It's the parasite side of things.
Well, this is so. Then the other day I was reading, and I went back on the pork, and I love an air fry and stuff like that. And then I was reading the other day. I was actually on social media, and I was reading that when a pig eats anything, shit, humans,
Yeah.
Well, don't have me, then I.
Where's he laughing?
I'm gonna start fasting now.
That it dissolves into the pig's body, so it goes into the.
Well, this is all animals.
Yeah, we
cows
all
as
do it.
well.
But the cow head has 5 stomachs, so it goes all the way through the stomachs and comes out, apparently. This is what I was reading on, right?
But whatever they take in has to end up somewhere. Even human beings, every single one of us have parasites. I do a parasite cleanse every month.
And what's that?
We need another hour with this fella. We need another hour.
I want to hear about the parasite clear out. How do we do that?
Well,
So
I
that's
buy stuff
important.
that I'm not going to mention on here because
Right.
people go against it, because I take over American.
What the fuck's
Oh,
it?
that's old now. I don't know it, but I've heard of it.
It's for cows. It's they inject it into
It's
cows.
the injection, actually.
But I don't take it in injection form. But I'd also
You take what they give cows.
Yeah.
We take what they give horses, believe it or not.
Are you
thing.
joking?
Carmen.
Don't mind him,
But when I
Joe.
tell you something, when I tell you this, it's, cloves, eating cloves,
Yeah. Onions.
I eat loads of
I
onions.
heard that.
Do you?
My granddad
Loads
used to
of
eat an
onions.
onion like an apple.
Fuck off,
Yeah.
you dirty bastard.
I eat raw onions every day.
I'd rather eat a pig.
Yeah.
I eat
Raw.
raw onions every day.
Raw.
But I do.
So tell us about the cow stuff that you're eating. How does that clear out your parasites? And how do you know that does that? Where did you get that information?
Well, it's widely known
Is
on the
it?
internet. On the
Is
Well,
internet, yeah.
it clears out the parasites from the
You
animal.
know that as
Well,
well.
I'm just
You know what cancer's a parasite?
right.
And when a tumour is when all the parasites get together.
Right.
And all these cells get together. That's a tumour. Now, the minute the doctor goes in and does a biopsy,
That goes everywhere.
if I got cancer tomorrow,
Oh,
if I got cancer,
okay.
You
if I
wouldn't.
got cancer tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'd go on a 30-day fast.
Right, now, here's something interesting for me.
Straight away now.
I went for a breast check there a couple of weeks ago. They
Yeah.
brought me in. I went for one last year and it was cyst straight away. When they do the mammogram, it was cyst.
Yeah.
But I went only recently and I was like, well, it's going to be a cyst, another cyst. But only today I got a letter to say that I have to go back in for an ultrasound. Now, I'm fine. I'm
No, good.
fine.
Thank God. Yeah, thank God.
But straight away I was like, oh my God, what if it is? There's a whole different million things that I would probably want to change my diet in. Like in my own head, you're like, there's a load of things that you would try and do, rather than... now, I don't know. I haven't got that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
I wouldn't insist.
But it does make you think straight away, like your diet, is it all, like you're saying now they're parasites clogged together and when you get a biopsy it spreads.
That's my motto now. But the doctor will disagree with me straight away and all that type of stuff.
We need to get a doctor on the next one. Do you know any
Yeah,
doctors,
we
Jamie?
should,
We need to get a
definitely.
doctor on the next one.
If I got cancer tomorrow, I would definitely go on a fast.
I would think if I got that cancer as well to diagnose, I would definitely do all that big
Try and do that
fruit,
kind
veg,
of,
all that. But I was going to say something else was going back there, and it was something because and I know you're very controversial way towards other coaches and stuff like that, and nutrition.
I like the guy.
I know you do.
Yeah.
No, I know you do. And you
Like
never
the
know
guys
what
forever.
bad ones against anyone,
Yeah.
and everyone has their own opinion. What would your thoughts be? Your brother's multiple sclerosis, is it?
Yeah.
Cannabis.
Cannabis.
CBD oil.
For the multiple sclerosis.
Brilliant.
Because
It's all natural.
No,
it's all
even
natural.
I know. So has he? Do you know? Would he?
I got
Has
CBD
he?
oil.
Have you gave him it? Okay,
I got him CBD
right.
oil.
Okay.
So you would agree with CBD
You know
oil?
the hem shop that's in Cable Street?
Yes.
I know Jim in there. I know
Right.
all them
Okay.
guys well, you
So
know?
because that's a great, isn't it? And I didn't know that's all over the world now in America. They're doing the fucking. They're selling it.
And there's a girl I know
But see, they
also.
don't want you to have. That's natural though.
Yeah.
That comes from
Yeah.
plant.
Yeah. It's more of a
THC, but the CBD is the same. It's not a different molecule of the HTC. It's the one that gets you stoned, and the CBD is the one that's
It's the different, yeah.
But I just remember years ago when I was literally only like 16 or 17 or something, maybe 17. I went over to my auntie's house. They're building an extension, and she had multiple sclerosis, and she had probably should walk and stick, and she had all the shakes and all the whole lot. And the fucking doctor told me uncle to get.
Try the CBD.
No, there's no CBD
Cannabis.
or THC. Get fucking hash. Get hash. Put it in a tea or in a bit of yogurt or something like that.
Some people even put it in
And
candles.
they couldn't get it.
Yeah.
So but he went and got it off one of the neighbours. Someone that was a bin man or something, and he was a smoker. And my uncle got it. My uncle would be quite the. You'd never anything to do with my dad would have been pot. That's what my dad would call it pot. Don't smoke pot. You know what I mean? All this. Like, but my uncle went and got it, and I mean because Nazi and all, and he was like,
And how was your house?
So we got the fucking hash, got an eighth of hash off the bin man, right? An eighth of hash, and then burned it into, got a spoon, like a proper spoon, like not a teaspoon, regular spoon, leveled it off with butter, right? Melted the butter out on the pan of the heater of the cooker, and sprinkled, burned the hash in, sprinkled the hash in into the butter, poured it all up, right? And then fucking stuck it in a yogurt, spun it up, and she had a yogurt and a cup of tea, and she was like that, all shake. And about 10 minutes later, chilled out watching EastEnders.
Joking.
100% I swear my own life.
Joe, but you see, Jim, the guy I was talking about
swearing the lives.
there was a woman down in Cork, and she tried hard to get this CBD. The young girl was having fits with epilepsy.
Yeah.
She was really high. And they wanted to diagnose, but they wouldn't do it. The doctors wouldn't diagnose with it. But Jim gave it to her, and it cured her.
Right.
Yeah. And there's another woman I know of, my sister-in-law's auntie. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she went onto the CBD and stuff, and apparently she was.
I know someone else.
Listen,
got the oil.
They won't support alternative medicine. The simple reason why.
Because you can grow it yourself, isn't it?
But it's not even that.
Money.
There's no money in it for them.
Yeah.
Sure, a lot of people have said that there's a cure for cancer. But they won't.
I reckon there's a cure for everything.
Oh, of course, so do I. I believe it. I definitely believe it.
But
do you know about autophagy?
No.
Right. Autophagy is when you're, after 24 hours when you're fasting, the immune system is rebooting itself. Really. So if you went on a 72-hour fast and you got over the 48 hours, you're into autophagy. Right. Where the body starts eating its dead cells.
Yeah, that's where I was wanted to go with.
That's
for
amazing.
it because it regenerates itself in the body.
I've energy. I'm not messing. I've really not scared myself. Don't get me wrong. But 2 years ago, I could do 20 press-ups. I say, now I'm now. Can't believe 50, it.
Yeah.
Look, I maintain, and I'm 61. I'd be able to go out and play 90 minutes of a football.
Really? Do you do much walking?
Would you do a marathon?
I never thought about doing a marathon because I never really ran. I still had cardio and skipping. But I would have a go at it. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, when we were over in Italy, there was a guy he was 80-something years of age, or 80, and he'd done 42k marathon. And I thought to myself, no, he definitely has a different way of living. He definitely not living the way we're living, fast foods.
A woman as well.
80-something years of age.
Pendergast that's on Instagram.
No.
He done 60 marathons in 60 days. On a treadmill very close to here. Now, Jared doesn't get a lot of notice. Jared doesn't get a lot of notice at all.
Yeah, the content.
He's from Ballymore. He's one of these ultra runners that runs. He's done all the big challenges, running through the Antarctic.
I'm gonna check him out when we come off this.
But Jared and he's a gentleman.
Yeah.
See Jared Pendergast now. He's one of the best athletes that ever came out of this country, but he's kept down on a bag. He's a brilliant fella.
I will check him out.
He done 60 marathons in 60 days. Broke a world record.
Did he? Yeah, let's look him up. We need to get him on. Put us in touch with him as soon as you get out of here.
I'll send you on his.
Definitely.
There's people on social media that don't really. They're pushing.
Yeah.
Themselves. They're nice people. You just don't get.
No, we know, of course, yeah, and it is hard. It's another. That's another episode.
yeah.
We can go into that.
But
for
we
going
are.
online
No, I know we
onto
are.
that. But you know what, Joe? To have you on, and it's
just
unfortunate we're
amazing.
coming to the end of the full podcast.
Because it could go all day.
We could
asking
go. It's another
questions.
another guest that we've had on, Shireen, that we could keep going
All
all
day,
We do
yeah, all
find this
day,
interesting,
yeah.
and it's a pleasure to have you on. I'm gonna look into that, cutting out the sugar, the fatty, but definitely.
fasting.
If you have a minute, if you don't follow Joe, Farmer Joe is not on Instagram.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
1965.
What?
Farmer Joe 1965.
Farmer Joe 1965.
On
That's the
Instagram.
year that he was born.
Yes.
Pardon.
Am I
Yes,
right?
yes.
Say that. Joe born in 1965. So
And they
give
can
a
all
follow.
have me free diet sheet when
There
they
you
follow
go.
me.
Yeah,
There
well,
you
diet
go.
sheet,
Oh, love
diet
that.
sheet.
There
Watch
you
him
go.
out. You'll see him doing his push-ups, his skips at the back of his car. I see it all the time. It's a pleasure to absolutely get you on the here. And thanks for coming
Absolutely.
on and give us all this information. I'm definitely going to go into them fast, and I'm going to cut out the sugar and
Yeah.
smoking. And Shireen's going to...
I'm going
the
to try
vapes.
to do the salt with the vapes.
Salt.
You'll do it, no problem.
We'll get
Yeah,
on
let's,
that.
When you
let's
do
follow
it-
that up next week
Serene,
and see how I
if
get
you
on.
Yeah.
say you're going to give it up, you're 50%.
50% there.
And the minute you stop the first one
Yeah.
with the salt, you're into 60%.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's do it.
And then you're knocking the thing out of the way, you know what I
Right,
mean?
so that's a challenge I'm setting for myself
Yes.
on my
Right.
podcast.
Right.
Okay.
She comes in here next week and starts vaping. We've to kind of get
Serene,
through
I
it.
can guarantee you'll be off the vapes within a
We
week.
can throw that vape.
One
Okay, I'm going to follow you, Joe. Well, I follow you, but I'm
Yeah.
going to follow
Go
your
out and
direction.
buy, very simple thing, €1.15.
The Himalayan
in
salt,
Aldi.
the pink one.
Pink one.
I will do.
You hear the first, Joe, Farmer
not
Joe,
promoting Aldi,
Joe
by the way.
Bourne. Not promoting Aldi, get out and get it there, and then follow Joe's diet. Thanks
Yeah.
very much, Farmer
Thank
Joe.
you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
episode, and give it up for a fantastic editor, producer over there in the corner.
Jamie.
Thank you,
Jamie,
Jamie.
the
Thanks
man,
very
the main
much.
man, and my amazing, beautiful
Thanks,
co-host,
Shireen.
Shireen
Thank you.
Hughes.
Thank
And
you,
our
Joe.
one and
Course.
only
Joe
Mr.
Wordish,
Joe
thank you very
Irish.
much, and we will see you next week, episode
will
24.
indeed.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank
God bless.
you.
Good
Good night.
morning. All of it.
Hands in the air.